real quick one, a real quickie. Another quickie. Who's in the chat? Who's the first one in here? So I could give you a little mini read. Good morning, guys. So as you can see, if you're watching this on the replay, or maybe you're watching it live, but there's major energy. Look at this. These are the two cards. There's some cards already laid out, but guys, check this out. I want you to see the power that you're stepping into, or you should be. You could be this person right here, and you're pissing some people off. Look at this. So I feel for a lot of you guys, good morning. You're stepping, like you're finding out how powerful you are. And it's this year that for some of you guys, it's this year that you're finally not reacting. You're moving different. Good morning. Yes, look. And look at this. So this is how as I was meditating, getting ready for you guys, because like I said, I have a couple of cards and I just laid it out like this, and I was just kind of warming up the table, and then Spirit told me stop right there. So check it out. If you look at this picture right here, and it seems like they want me to explain it this ways. It's like two versions, three. So it's going to resonate different for you guys. So for a group of you guys, you've been on your own. You might have been in isolation for a lot of you guys. And I heard like what they meant for evil, God meant for good. And let me tell you why. Because in isolation, you probably went through, let's face it, you went through hell. A lot of you guys, these fuckers watched you and they didn't do nothing. And then they have the nerve to be pissed. So for a group of you guys, since you're still standing in your power, since for a lot of you guys, they were laughing. If you were in isolation, you were keeping quiet. Now for some of you guys, you're losing it. You're losing your mind. You want to retaliate. Some of you guys, if you're on the edge of, you know what, don't do it. This is a powerful message for you guys, because you're gonna be initiated. This is something that you have to get with the Creator. Because look, you're outnumbered. And look, when you go within and you trust God, look at even the lion. The lion, it's almost like, look, even the lion's not even the lion could eat this person. In other words, you have the ability to tear them down. And you could have a group of people. I don't know if these are friends, these at work. Some of you guys, these could be at work. If it's family member, they're going to regret it. Trust me, look. So that's one way of looking at it. Now, the other way, I'm looking at it, if you had a particular person like this one that told lies about you, now the tables have turned and you haven't done nothing. You're being called to go within, do your healing. Yo, you don't even know how powerful. And then I had to sit behind the owl. So there's knowledge. You're gonna get straight knowledge. You may be a witch. You gotta find out. Are you gonna be the good one or the bad? For my males, your intuition, yo, you're gonna be like if you were looking at cheeks, I don't know, picking up on some of you guys at the strip club. You knew what was good, but you're starting to hear things, men and women. You're starting to see things. Maybe you're catching deja vu, and it's kind of scaring you. For some of you guys, you've already went through your phase where you've seen demons. Now, a lot of people don't like to talk about that stuff. But some of you guys, look how posed you are. Nothing, unshakable is what I'm hearing. And it's like whoever you are, whoever's resonating with this, yo, you're going to be unrecognizable. And look at this. This could be a guardian angel. You could be a Leo. You could have Leo anywhere in your chart. And infinite blessings. But it comes with power. Like, yo, the last couple of, what was it? Last couple of days, when the full moon came, yo, I was spiritual warfare like a mug. But I'm used to it, but it's gonna be heavy on you. But every time that you go through it with faith, you just gotta get back up. And the devil hates that when you get up. And when you battle these demons, like for the ones that are, if you know, you know. For the other ones, you don't worry, we got your back. But this could be even your guardian angel. It's a beast. But how? How do you get to know your guardian angel? How? By you knowing yourself. A lot of you guys, you're looking around. It's like they have you doing circles, but it's these people, and these are people that are jealous. And yo, I got a message over here that I was doing something else, but remember this card, and it's gonna make sense because I feel for a lot of you guys, you're dealing with like if all of these fuckers had a team up on you, there's a reason. Look, now they're chasing this fucker. So this with the purple here, it's like this person could have been messing with if they did a love spell and you're a lady, now you know. And you could do it back. Your intentions. Some of you guys are realizing you got karma because you thought and you didn't know that you had that power. I don't know. That's why look, it's 222. I think that it's 225 on my clock, but you're seeing synchronicities and you're gonna be scared. So you're gonna have to battle it. And the owl is here for my ladies or my men, because you guys at a young age, you saw things. You might have not said nothing. And this is what makes you powerful. And you could be telling me, Infinite, but I'm already married. That was when I was young. Yeah, these fuckers look little. And for some of you guys, you're dealing with childish fuckers. You don't have to say nothing. Don't waste your energy. I don't know, it was Cancer. I can't remember which one I did last, but Cancer, I was kind of, the energy was powerful because between the 5-5 portal and the 6-6, like some of you guys, I don't want you to be skipping, like doing another fucking Egypt tour, unless you got to go within. Yes, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of, when I channel, I don't even see, but some of you guys, the 6-6, so forgive, let go. You're gonna see, because some of you guys, if this is family, this is even business, like some of you guys, this is the person that could have got you fired, and it hurt you. You might even knew this person. This person was jealous. These other fuckers, the same thing, but they're getting karma for what they did to you, and and here's the thing. You're shifting. Look, you have your eyes closed. You're trusting God. Some of you guys aren't going back, and it's pissing them off. If these people did something to hurt you, you had the ability. You had the ability to take them out, man or woman. Like in other words, prosecute them, and you listen to your calling. A lot of people don't know about the calling and everything. Is what I'm hearing, and even when I went through. But when you hold back, it's almost like whoever is picking up on this, yo, they came at you and you couldn't believe it. You could have fought back. But this time it was meant for you to see, like, yo, because look, these two cards are right here. And you see, there was a person. I don't know if it's this fucker here, right? There was a person that he gathered these people, and you didn't know they came out of the blue. You thought it was just one, but then all of a sudden it was this. And this is kind of a situation where it could have, look, it could have affected your money, the 10 of Pentacles. If this was an X, for some of you guys, this was an X. This could have even been a parental figure. The 7 of Wands, it's almost like they were proud the way they beat you. Some of you guys, it could have been, I'm picking up you could have went into the hospital, whether it was a accident, and your person, instead of being there for you, they just wanted the money. It's almost like, oh my God, maybe you even almost passed away, and instead of being there for you, God opened your eyes. This person could have took you for your money. This is for ladies, for my men. They just could have incarcerated you. They could have had their cousins, siblings, come after you, and you were outnumbered, and they could have forced you to. I'm just this message that I was getting from. We got a lot of you guys dealt with people that took from you, and look, you stayed humble, or you're being told, go within, because the people that took from you, and this is what I was getting over the last one. If you go to the last live that I did, it was rough, man. I was getting there's an anger, like God is angry for the people that stole from you. And that vengeance, I can't even talk. The vengeance, that anger is it's growing. Why? Because you could be in this energy where you're not doing any harm and you're giving it to God, and that's what He wants. And these people don't think, because for some of you guys, you've been going through it and they don't see nothing happen to them. But I had that anger, and the thing is that you had worked hard for whatever you had, man or woman. And then for some of you guys, they could have left. If you lost a parental figure, your ex took your part like nothing, and you still had to be like this, calm. You could have argued. Some of you guys have evidence. Some of you have evidence, and God told you to be quiet. There's a lesson, major lesson, that's going to happen, but don't seek revenge. I feel like these are the people that are like, you're meant to do. I don't know if you guys have seen my other videos, but go check it out. I had asked God, why? Why did I have to go through? Because you want to ask, and then it's tough. Some of you guys are at that point, and you could be at the breaking point. Like, what is it worth it? And that's where you're being tested. Can you endure it? Because what I was reading yesterday, and I have some written there, when you do the right thing and you endure the pain because you're obedient, the rewards are great. And see, when you look at, if this is your family, you just gotta separate yourself. That's what I'm picking up. Because look, you have all these ideas. How the hell can I get back at them? Let me see. And whoever you are, you have a very strong character. I'm picking it up. Like, this is a person that is embarrassed. Like, I can't believe you would take advantage of me. And believe me, the person that betrayed you, even if it was a parental figure, they're embarrassed. They don't want people to know. These are people pleasers. And look, like, even your fucking beast inside is like, and you're going through a process of initiation. And if you're holding a little resentment, because you're on the last phase for some of you guys right here, there's somebody still waiting to see if you're going to come after them. And they're getting triggered because look, they're like, this person thinks they're going to take you down again. And you're like this. This is somebody that's trusting in God, the universe. Look, you're just, okay, whatever. And they could be sending people to attack you. This is a person that's recruiting people. And look, more and more. And you're in this energy. And they're like, wow. Like, for some of you guys, you can't not be blind. This is what I'm picking up. You cannot sit here and just be like, oh my God, no, you're gonna have to fight spiritually. Learn about it. Like, when the demons come, bitch, you need to be able to have your emotions in check. Look, instead of the heartbreak, some of you guys, this person, the way they hurt you, they justify it. But here's what's happening, and this is not for you to laugh. I'm laughing. Let me laugh for you. But whatever they went through, man or woman, but let me tell you, This person's running from these fuckers. Look, whatever spell work they're starting to do, because you're already in your power. You've already went through testing. And yes, God will allow it. Why? You're gonna know why. There's a major reason. And this Leo, I don't know why the last readings, guys. They want me to tell you guys again. It's very important that you understand your fifth house. If you have Leo, your fifth house. If you have a cross watcher, we're listening here, yo, you still gotta go through your karma regardless, whatever you put that other person, depending on how it is. But if you're one that's going through the process, you need to straighten, o sea, focus on your fifth house, which is Leo. And look, you see how he's very serious? You need to be playful. Do not get bitter. There's major blessings. Look, before I go to that card, they want me to show you this. The person that took from you, what good did it do? Look, look how they're sitting there. When people find out, because I don't know, you could be in this energy where, you were meant to be alone. That's part of your process. Look how beautiful you're looking. Nothing moves you. Your dress is green. If you're a male, just know that you're looking different. You're confident. I don't know why I picked it up. Some of you guys, you could be worse than me. You don't want nobody to know how the hell you are. And they want you to move in silence because the moon is over here. Look, they don't want me to show you the second card because the second card is for the ones that betrayed you. But again, back to this card right here. And what happens when you balance these two pinnacles after this heartbreak? Because look, you're right here. And a lot of you guys stay in this energy. Like, let people know. And I'm hearing, if you stay in this energy, guys, this is for you to heal. Do not rush it. The truth is far more insane than being. I'm crazy. Yes. Own that craziness. Own it. You're not here to argue or even, you're not here to defend yourself. God, Jesus is gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you his strategy, God's strategy. Yeah, that's not for you to find out. He'll tell you when. Most of the time, it's when you're ready and he pulls you out and you're unshakable. And then you're meant to express your testimony. You don't have to defend yourself, man. Fuck that shit. They're not gonna listen, and that's none of your problem. And the thing is, you'll see these people win. But when in the Bible it talks about when the thief is caught, they gotta pay. And most of the time, the people that do this to you guys, their fear is for people to find out. So they have insecure. They're insecure to rob you anyways, but they're so insecure. So if they ganged up on you, where's the right here? Look what happens. All these people, because remember, guilty by association. So whoever teamed up and they got in a group, all of them get karma and their kids. I heard. So if you're in this energy of creating the tower, don't do it. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. In this phase right here, because yo, man, look, you got your ass kicked, and a lot of it had to do with your spiritual warfare in the mind. You just gotta exercise it. When you put that triple X rated, feelings, because for some of you guys, you love sex and you're learning how to balance it. There's no shame. There's no shame. Let's keep it real because they told me again, yes. And for some of you guys, these could be even suitors. Oh, why don't you want to talk to me for my ladies? And you're like, bitch, I'm on my healing and you're protecting yourself. And these people, it's almost like where the lady that was running and they wanted a stoner. And Jesus was like, bitch, get over here. He loves women. He was like, hey, and he put a line. He goes, the first puto to tell that he didn't have no sin and they couldn't throw a rock. And I come to the conclusion that she was running away from these guys because she didn't want to deal with them. And there's some weak fuckers that they just like, yo, some of my ladies, you just didn't want to deal with them no more. And they were angry. They have insecurities. And then they see you like this, and you're gonna realize they were feeding. And for my guys too, you know how many they'll be like, come on, I just want you, the little chilito. And I have to be like, no, this little pecker doesn't touch cualquier nalga. And you're gonna understand why. You're gonna understand why. Trust me, I laugh. But it becomes potent. And then when you wake up, yo, you can't even walk around in the club. You know, even your dick gets up and it's like detecting already for another healed person. You're gonna trip out. And for my ladies, look, see how she's holding her wound? I'm being honest. You're not gonna entertain, and you're gonna have people pissed because you're not the same person. Yo, God has you on a pedestal. That's what I heard. Men are in this man or woman. So this could be your ex. Put it how if you're a male, your chick thinks she's on the fucking top. And you gotta understand this is a spiritual warfare. You cannot have anger. Don't have anger because you're dealing with, this is why I did it this late. This is why God brought me out here this late. It's a spiritual battle. Look, and feeling lost. The minute that you're using your emotions, see, look at this one. It's balance. That's the ticket. Remember, put it in the comments. I don't take shit personal. And validation only comes from God. What's going down? I'm chilling. Okay, okay. Thank you, God. And guys, this is, if you were led to here, there's two things. Either you're already blessed or you're gonna be blessed because or you've already went through this tower and you're going in circles. Why did it happen, God? Why? But he took everything. For some of you guys, if this was a man, this was a coward. He took everything and left you out. But people are starting to leave them out. If this was a man and your chick did it, the same thing. You could have integrity. Yo, I wasn't gonna leave my kids out. And I knew it and I warned them. But that's none of my business no more. That's the karma they gotta deal. Remember how people do you, you're gonna get that back. So for a lot of you guys, I'm hearing this. You got to get rid of shame and guilt. You're holding on to that, and it's holding you back, and you're holding resentment. The person that you think they could be flossing for a minute, but in reality, they're not going to be able to have it. Look, people are going to see them. Who the hell wants to be with a man that left their kids out in the street that were greedy, or a woman that fucked over, the dude? That's what my priest told me. He goes, you think it's funny? He goes, but they have it worse because they're not going to be taken serious. And usually the ones that guys, they're slick. They're going to go in for the kill and take advantage of them. They think they're smart. There's a spiritual, and it's all spiritual, he said. It's not about the guy. It's a demon to go back to do the karma. Man or woman, you guys are getting some good tea in this bitch. Hit the like button. I got 74 in here. And only 31, no chingue. Team William. Anyway, so yeah, you got a tower woman, eh? Let's see, what do we got? How many likes? Get some likes up in here. What's going down? Aqua Spain in here, okay? So this could be you. Some of you guys right here, yeah. What's going down? Hit the like button, guys. Let's get the likes up. So if you're in this energy, just go through the healing with a halo. All right. Okay. So left a toxic ex. 1214. Yeah, this person thought he got away with it. Look. But this person had if this is not you, for some of you guys, like I said, you're thinking about how to create a like revenge. Now, for you, for some of you guys, this was your person. You didn't see it coming. They thought they planned it, and this is what's hurting you. You're hurting inside. Now, this card right here, look, if you guys could get into this energy, regardless, because the other thing I'm getting a download for some of you guys, this is you in your head, in your mind, and you're getting all this confusion, and they're sending you magic. They're sending you magic. And some of you guys, the way you're handling this situation, you could be in this energy. The inner, this is your inner all beat up. But what they don't realize is that it's making you stronger. I didn't know you have to push the little button. I don't know how it works, but yeah, hit the like button. So this could be mental, and the mental magic that they're sending you, it's not working no more. You start to learn how to pull their energy, and then you snip it. So a lot of you guys, when you get to that point, God is going to teach you. You're going to be able, it's almost like you allow them to hook onto you, and then you pull that energy back, and then you leave them. A lot of these people that are sending you magic, once God, everybody has their, a unique technique, but they're going to lose their mind. And this is why you feel lost, because they're draining, they're watching you, they're making you exhausted. So you're gonna learn some of you guys, you're gonna reconcile with your masculine and feminine energy, and you're not gonna be having to trip. So whoever this guy is, let me see. Let's use this one. Divinely protected. No, more than that. Look, this is home. So this is a person you had a home with. This was your person. And this person, look, when they did that tower moment, do you see how he's laughing, singing in the rain? This person could have took you out of your house, and you laugh like, yo, for reals, you did that. And this is somebody that, you tried to communicate. Like, what's going on? This person could have, they're single. Maybe for a lot of you guys, if you could have been engaged, but some of you guys are gonna realize this person did, it was premeditated. You're gonna know, and you look. So this person that you might have been with could be wanting to make things up. It could be this person, but they want to come in this energy. But only reason they want to come in is because they're getting judgment. They don't want the karma, but that's not up to you unless you go on this date, because they're gonna want to party, but they want you to use your intuition. What you don't see coming, because look, if you go on the date with this, like, it's almost like they call judgment. Some of you guys might reconcile, but they're being called, and look, they're looking to the sky because they know they're about to lose everything. But if you go on this date with them, look, it's almost like they take your magic, or say your manifesting power. So I don't know. I don't like to tell you guys, look, because it could be unexpected. And this is something that is happening, look, in the full moon. Mystery. You know about this. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But if you see these dogs, this is like, yo, you were like a zombie. But you want to know why? This is something that you didn't know. You're finding out, guys. The reason this person was happy when they took you out, maybe you're zero contact. It's almost like, look, yeah, because behind the moon, what was hidden, look, they wanted you dead. So I don't think you have to do anything with this person. You just, they don't want you to do this. This is a person that didn't take accountability, guys. You were dealing with somebody that wasn't, look, I'm gonna show you this over here, this card. This is a person that all you needed to do was communication. And remember, the text message came out, so you could have been dealing with somebody that doesn't know how to communicate, and it caused a separation. But it's not that; it was about the money. Either they felt that you were wasting too much money, or you know, the other way around. It says open and honest communication is flowing between you and others. You express your thoughts and feelings clearly. So in the past, you could have been dealing with somebody that could have put you in a situation where you were just out of character. If you were dealing with spell magic, look, you were like in this energy. You were numb. For some of you guys, you could have got married to this person and you wasn't sure. You wasn't sure that you were under a spell. I'm here for some of you guys. But the purpose for you guys to go through this, whoever's going through this, look, because here it is. See, underneath they were wearing a mask, so they were never transparent with you. This person was it's almost like, yo, for some of you guys, you could have been married with this person or been in a long-term relationship. And look, you felt alone, triste. This person, this person could have put you in a position where you were even questioning your faith, yourself. Like you could have had a strong confidence in everything, the ability to learn, and you have creativity. You have a way of communicating, whoever you are. I'm in character. Been married. You've never been married, okay? Okay. Well, this could be at work. This is something that you have communication skills. Guys, for some of you guys, even at work, there's people that'll do magic. Look, it'll do magic. And the thing is, if that's you, they want to take your position. For a lot of you guys, they were learning. There could have been people that at work that, oh, how do you do this and that? And then they sabotage you. So the universe, God is telling you, protect your creativity. And for a lot of you guys, there's a decision you have to make when it comes to where do you want to go? What is it you like? You're about to step into your purpose. You don't even realize it. And look, it could be risk management. They take a risk. Some of you guys, you're good with money and you're good with helping other people. For some of you guys, if you have a like eight house, you're good with other people's money. And this other person that took from you, it could have affected your reputation. Mhm. And you know what? Even believe it or not, if you're on this spiritual journey, the people that come against you, they don't have a chance. As long as you don't seek revenge. In reality, that's the whole thing because they're coming after somebody, a child of God. You're here to help other people. Look, you're learning this, you're going through this situation for a while, and it'll be a risk. Look, you're gonna have competition, but if they already sabotaged you out there, and then they're coming for you where God is placing you. They're not from God. The problem is over there where they sabotage you. People are seeing the truth. You didn't even have to say nothing. It's funny because if you go to the spiritual community, God starts to place them in a different industry, and here they come. Yet over there where they sabotaged you is what I'm picking up. It was good for the moment while you were sending energy, but the minute you call it back and then you focus after you heal, because God is not gonna be like, "Oh, hurry up." No, He'll give you the time. So don't worry about how long it takes you. Some of you guys are healing at different things. Look, the family upside down. Some of you guys, it's your own family. Look, a friendship may be experiencing difficulties. Some of you guys, they instead of them choosing you, they were jealous. You were holding, you were the golden egg, I heard, or the goose. You knew it, but you had insecurities. But out of this insecurities, guy, whoever you are, you're gonna learn something very valuable, and you're gonna make a decision. And you see, it's whether man or woman, you're gonna make a decision where it's your decision. That's you and God, and this is what you're gonna learn. Go, man, get out of here. And this is gonna be something where, look, you might have to sacrifice. Like, don't look back. If the person God took you away from a particular person that betrayed you, you're gonna have to sacrifice. And some of you guys, this is the decision when you take off after you learn this lesson. Look, you're gonna have to risk, but you're gonna be an inspiration. Now, if you don't want it, you don't have to take it. But look where it leads you. I mean, you're gonna have responsibility, but let me tell you, there's a lot of people that get pissed off or that are pissed off because either you already stepped into this energy where you make it look too easy, bitch. You're out here adventuring, and then some of you guys you're dealing with people that if this is family, maybe you gave up their money or however they took it, and they're heartbroken because they don't know how to get more, and they're expecting you after they took from you. Look, how can we take from collective? And this could be a sibling, this could be a parental figure, but look, that's what they got coming. And some of you guys, you're gonna get your inheritance. One parent would have took it, and then God is gonna make it right, is what I heard. Some of you guys, if your siblings keep going, they don't have a choice. The devil's coming for them. Look, oh, you wanted this. This could be your siblings. You don't even gotta do nothing. The more they come after you, and remember, just keep saying this in the morning throughout the day. God promised. God will. God said He will bless those who bless me and curse those who curse you. And you carry that energy, that vibe. They could be behind your back and see they're finding out. Oh shit, we shouldn't have done that. Here comes. He wasn't lying. Why? Because you don't got to worry about it. You're protected. What's going down? Yeah. Some of you guys, you're not gonna want to go back. Look at this. The expectations and then leadership you have right here. But this caught me right here. Look, you're gonna have teamwork and you're gonna get success. This is if you guys had somebody that I hate to there was for some of you guys, there was a person, if this was a sibling, but for a lot of you guys, if you had a spouse that because it says right here you married, okay, wedding, or maybe they went and married somebody else, or if they are going to marry somebody else, let it go. They said, look, it's gonna hurt you, but let that go. Because that person, the way, and even if you're gonna feel anger, I feel it already for whoever you are, and you're learning to let go. You're gonna have to trust it. Because look, this person didn't even make you happy. Look, and this person, I'm the man, or it could be the woman. And then this person, you're like, why do I feel like this person thought they were ahead, and it was your energy, man or woman, whoever got that dominance. You were in a position where you might have been hurting, and that's where the devil came in, and you're gonna realize, mhm, you triggered me. And then when you heal, God will expose it, and you're gonna have an aha moment. If you find out why right now, you wouldn't make it, you would be behind bars. And trust me, all of us go through it. Some of you guys that you go to other readers, there's a reason you God doesn't want you to know. He wants you to learn. There's something better. Because if you find out, you're gonna be pissed, and you let your ego. A lot of people lose their life, and it's not worth it. All right, let's see. And look, this other deck, I'm just watching it as it's coming around. See, there's conflict. There's somebody that wants to confront you. And this is out of jealousy, okay? What's behind it? Yeah, look, it's because they can't steal from you. See how they're trying to be shady? And you knew this already. Some of you guys knew it, but that's why they're tripping out. Why aren't they doing anything? Because you were in this other energy, you know, where they were coming at you, and then all of a sudden this guy comes out, and these fuckers that were coming for you, they're like a cartoon. They're fucking hitting the brakes. This fucker is, you know, I'm gonna give you an idea that it just came. You know the Sicario at the end where he goes in and it's like one guy and he's killing everybody until he gets to the table? Something like that. This is the death. They're not gonna be able to run from it. This is spiritually speaking, okay? Yes, here comes the magician. You have, and for a lot of you guys, like I'm hearing, you have the ability to handle up on your situation, but you're using your magic, you know, to close out cycles because you've already healed. You spent your time. This is when you're connecting. So what does that mean? You're meant to live a soft life. You're gonna work, but you're not meant, you know, to be busting your ass. And what happens with the persons that hurt you, whoever it is, if it's a family, they don't want you to leave, but they're treating you in a wrong way. And you're gonna get justice. The truth is gonna come out. See? And I'm hearing for whoever you are, you could agree for a long time. Like, yo, the devil's right here. Look, you always had your eye on the devil. Some of you guys know the devil, el chamuco. I heard. Put it in the comments. I know the fucking chamuco, but you're a star. You're a star seed. So, are you? Some of you guys are afraid. You are the evil mastermind. Maybe so. Whatever you want to call me. Look, but some of you guys, yeah, the devil. You were tempted to go towards the devil, but the devil had you were. Some of you guys, I'm telling you, you have the ability. You know the devil doesn't scare you, and even you sneaking up on the devil. Look. But you could be the star. This is you connecting to your ancestors, and they're telling you to move forward. I know the chamuco, me too, ¿verdad? If you spiritual, you're gonna know. Look, bitch, you're like you want to take from me, but this is a person. A lot of you guys, this person, you're gonna find out. And we have the King of Wands. This could be a King of Wands. You're gonna catch this person off guard because remember we saw the card like this, and you know how you're gonna see this person that betrayed you. This is somebody that, if it's not direct, this is a person that was giving information about you. So in other words, I'm hearing they were guilty by association, but this one would have hurt you if you find out now. If it hasn't happened yet, it's about to happen, and you're gonna be glad that God waited to not show you everything. Just trust. Don't even think about it. Because this person that they could have even turned their back when you needed them the most, is what I'm hearing. But when you see them, like you're gonna be on your journey, fucking doing your own thing, having fun, and then you're gonna turn around and you're gonna see this. The same place they wanted you. This is a person I'm hearing. This is a person that they thought they were on top of the world with your reputation, with your success, man or woman. And you had a lot of love for this particular person. But see, they turned their back, and when you're gonna, I'm hearing you're gonna run up on them just like out of the blue, and they're gonna be in this pinnacle. And this is why this person did a lot of magic on you. That's why the devil, you couldn't see when you were going through it. The person on the other side, the devil, you only saw the backside of the devil, but the other person was, they were worshiping the devil to come after you. That's for some of you guys, yeah. But the 10 of Cups is here. So you close the cycle. Just close it out with love, okay? And move forward. I never used this deck. What else do they need to know? Mm. Okay, let me get look. You have the three of Cups. Let's see why. Let me put these up. We got the 3 cups. So you have celebration. You have this could be, you're gonna come into contact like this. Could be 3 good friends. This is a new soul tribe. For a lot of you guys, you're just your ancestors after luck. Somebody's thinking, for some of you guys, this is somebody thinking about the heartbreak and how they celebrated. Okay, for some of you guys, that's what they told me. This could be, like I said, a parental figure, an emperor, and this could have been your siblings. And yo, they fucking saw you going through it, yo, and it's like, fuck, you had options to how to hurt me, is what I'm hearing. Like, yo, they really fucking partied when on your downfall. And you know what? For a lot of you guys, a parental figure allowed it. And now they're the parental figures like this. Look, with the 5 of coins calling you back. Can you please come and help me? Are you gonna help them? Look, you're the king of swords. You could be like, yo, I saw everything you did. And they're looking at you. They're looking at you. Look, they're looking at you. But see how that fell right there? They want me to just keep it up because this card is right here. This is what God is trying to tell you, man or woman. And the card behind it was this one. You don't need to fight. You know, you have the authority. God is gonna give you the authority. Yo, you're gonna make money like it's coming and direct, and you have integrity. So these 2 cards, they want me to keep it. And the thing is that, see, you're looking towards God and look at all the opportunities. If you keep following God, your guide, the guidance, and the message I'm gonna read for you guys is gonna fucking clear it up because a lot of you guys probably went through it. Look, you didn't have to. This is Page, the sword. See, you put in the sword down. You could have went after them. You're meant to have fun. You meant to be in the 5 energy, the Leo energy. 111 in the chat, baby. New starts. You're meant to be there, and the universe is telling you, get in your childlike energy so you could create, co-create with the universe. Yo, that's the best partner that you want to have. What the fuck? See, like, okay, what do I do? And then God gives you this coin, and then this is where it becomes very important. Because these people over here, they think they got the guidance, but they know God allows them to, He'll build them up. But they know, they think that God was asleep when they betrayed you, but they didn't. I heard, no, they did it. Look, with the high priestess, you know it. Look how they had you. But for some of you guys, if you're in this energy, learn, bitch, how to be thriving in the 8 of Swords. When you don't know and it feels scary, yes, the chamucos around there, but that's okay. You're meant to. God is not going to let the devil hurt you. But you don't know that at the moment. I ain't going to lie. He might fuck the shit out of you, but you might like it. Who knows? Look, some of you guys, yeah, you're in this energy, but why did I have to move? And it was communication. I didn't know because you didn't move. You got this, and then you're wondering why and why. And yo, this is the hardest part, but this is the best. Ruminate on it. Get your feelings out. Get to cry it out and everything. A lot of people, they want to seek revenge and this and that, and it only leads them to what? God told you to walk away. Yo, that's serious. So in this energy, even if you're in the 5 of Pentacles, sit back, look what happened in this relationship and really reflect, own, take accountability. Look, with the 3 of Pentacles, some of you guys, you're gonna be like, yo, that's it, and you gotta stand on it. If the person did you wrong, I'm hearing do it right. Look, with this Queen of Swords right here, and then you have the 9 of Cups. If you, man or woman, if you separate, like God is testing both of you guys. If you're here and you're going through a separation, this is not a normal separation. You have to have integrity. You have to be in this energy. You could do whatever you want, they said. However, whoever hurts the other person, because it's, God is going to split it up, and it's going to bring both of you guys joy. Because some of you guys have experienced, like I said, somebody that really hurt you, and they're going to get judgment for fighting. Look, for coming at you with this Knight of Wands. You know how they take action? They fucking took action and they left you right here. You wasn't expecting it. See, this was magic over here. And a lot of you guys, like I said, with the Queen of Wands, they were passionate about it. Let me tell you before we close out. And I was I was led to read James 4, and this is about jealousy. So you're realizing, a lot of you guys are realizing jealousy within your siblings. And this is going to trip you out because either you already, like, you're a person that works hard for your shit, or things come to you easy. And you have people that always want shit from you. And some of you guys are generous. You're like, okay, here you go, whether it's a sibling or a friend. But in reality, you're going to find out the truth with infinity, like the infinity. What they were hiding is going to come out like the infinity. And you're going to see the karma they're going to get, because some of you guys, you're dealing either with siblings that are very jealous, and it's an age gap or close by, but you weren't even thinking, you weren't expecting. This is why the betrayal was kind of hard. This is somebody, you could have been doing business with. Yeah, Queen of Cups, you thought they were all good and gravy, but they had their eyes somewhere else. And here's justice. And it says, what is causing the quarrels and fights among you? Don't they come from the evil desires at war within you? You want what you don't have, so you scheme and kill to get it. You are jealous of what others have, but you can't get it. So you fight and wage war to take it away from them. Let you don't have what you want because you don't ask God for it. And before I go any further, some of you guys, you are naturally blessed. And what's happening when you're not catching on. When you begin to fight with a person that is jealous, and this could be hard when it's within your family, a sibling, a mother figure, father figure, and it's your reaction. And I'm telling you, it's an entity. You're fighting spiritual. The anger, the revenge, you fucking lose your blessings. Here's what it says. It says, and let me tell you why. It says, like, you could be a person, God blesses you, and this is why God wants you to move away. And they know, because they have an entity. It says, even they don't get it, so they find out. Okay, others have it because you don't ask for it. It says, and even if you ask, you don't get it because your motives are all wrong. You don't. You want only what will give you pleasure. And the reason God was showing me this, a lot of you guys, you're dealing with people that they don't want to work for their shit. They so jealous. And even if they ask God, they're mad at God. Why? If this is you, this is gonna be good info. Don't get mad. God knows the intention. So a lot of you guys are humble, you man or woman, because I'm seeing this. And if you there was times even with money, you're good with money, money comes to you, and you could be very balanced. And this could be even you, masculine and feminine energy. So what is this meaning for y'all or whoever it's meant for? You're gonna know. And for the ones that didn't know, God is saying, yo, just you connect with him. He's got you. But he knows the motives. And you guys have people that envied you. This is why you went through a lot of this. And you're meant to come out stronger, stronger like a motherfucker. I was happy. Look, they want me to show you this. You see this? You're meant to be unshakable. You're gonna be. Some of you guys are gonna step into entrepreneur. This is behind the King of Pentacles. This tower moment is something that's gonna have you in this energy. Okay, I'm allowing God. You're attracting. If you're a woman, you're fucking manifesting. But how? This is trusting in God. You're not, because I feel for some of you guys, you had people that, siblings that would take your shit and your parents would allow it. And with the higher fund, it's almost like God was watching everything. hmm But he also wants you to take this leap of faith towards another person. For some of you guys, you could have even had parental figures or siblings that interfered in your relationship. And some of them lost you. Like, yo, you don't want nothing to do, and you're going towards a balance. This is lovers right here. You'd be dealing with the Gemini, something like that. So yeah, going back to that, if you had siblings that really counted on your downfall, like some of you guys could have even married and they were jealous of your marriage. Because look, and they all teamed up to try to run you out. They left you like this. If these people didn't even defend you, because look, for some of you guys, your whole family didn't even protect you. They protected the other person. This Knight of Wands, look, how? That shit looks crazy. And then they want to justify it. Look, backwards. Why did you marry him? He was never good. Look, he's sitting there and he's sitting. They allowed, go to Almada or something like that. It's almost like they allowed, they were just jealous of you. Look, they were even telling this person, hurry, get him. They were helping your person, your ex. And this shit was a heartbreak. Look, 3 people. For some of you guys, there's 3 people. Look, three. Oh, that's a 5. Yo, like 3 times they could have even hurt you. But look what's coming. The end. And this is real. There's a pinche madre. Look. Holy shit. If that is not, there's a spiritual whooping. I don't know who it was for, but yo, for this heartbreaks they caused you, yo, I'm hearing right now, like, yo, keep your thoughts clean, even when it happens to them, because these 3 people that hurt you like this, like they were happy. Look what's coming for them. Like, look, they're watching and then they're freezing, like, oh my God, they can outrun it. Look, we already won, boom. And it's almost like they're gonna see it almost like final destination, is what I heard. Yeah. And because you chose to heal, or you choosing to heal instead of thinking of other shit, look, this is like a soul contract. Okay, I'm gonna heal, yes. And look, you become this queen of swords, truth, like you already been through it. And you have different high, like, yo, they don't want me to even tell you, they just want you to know about this sun. And look, you're free. And this is the horse here. So we got Virgo, we got everything out here. We got everything out here. Some of you guys, look, make a decision with these 2 cards. Look, you're going back and forth. I seen a woman or a man, and you're kind of sad, and then you carrying burdens that are not yours. They're saying, look, once you release it. I don't know who this is, and this is the truth. Passionately, and then be able to communicate it. And it could be these people that hurt you, and a parental figure that allowed them, like, some of you guys are dealing with a parental figure that, even though they're older, makes excuses. I'm not so. No, that's their job. Like, you don't. I don't know, but some of you guys have a parental figure like that. But look, God's seen it. The minute that you let go of burdens that are no longer yours, like, get rid of the burdens that are not yours. Take accountability for your stuff. Okay? Because some of you guys are, I don't know. Yo, they're partying on your downfall for you carrying this stress. And then you're in this energy. No. And look what happens. You close out a cycle and you get the 10 of cups. And they're gonna be mad because a lot of you guys, you're gonna go off. You'll see. They said by the end of, starting 227, 2027. Yeah. Yeah. 227. They said when you close this cycle, don't tell them about this 10 of cups and 7 of pentacles. Whatever you're working on, They want you to make it look like you don't got shit though. 1, 2, 3 in the chat. Hit the like buttons. I don't know what's going down with the likes. 65. Look, some of you guys, you're gonna do the inner healing. It's gonna be worth it. But again, they said, because healing and look, communication with whom, putting God first. I don't know who that is. You don't have to believe me, but one of you guys, a lot of you guys are gonna do that. And look, love is coming. So I see like this could be a relationship with water and earth. Okay, and the person that hurt you, ooh, they're gonna be pissed. They wanted you here, and some of you guys went through it. But again, they said because you keep doing good, you have spiritual badass money up there. And look, work in silence. Walk away from what no longer serves you. Look, this is you leaving it on the cliff and get back to work. Because look, they're not going to give you this blessing until you get away from these people, and you're going to step into this energy if you're not there already. I don't know if you've seen these cars. They're looking at God. This is something crazy. I like it. Even with the magic, like God is going to teach you, hey, do this over there like this. Yes. If you fuck up and you turn somebody into a toad and they want to come at you, you just tell them, hey, complaint department, and then tell them to call God. Because some of you guys, you might be the one giving somebody karma. Look, what was that? I don't know where it went. Anyhow, yeah, that's what I got for you guys. They want me to give you. I'll give you one of these. What is what's the energy for my people over here? Look at this. Heartbreak and a storm. And then I'm seeing the heart. Look, with these people that celebrated. I'm going to tell you this. If you're in this energy, guys, this is the last message I'm going to give to you guys. I don't think it is, but you better cheer up. I said better, because after the storm, even during the storm, but I feel that this is going to be somebody that took advantage of you, took you through the storm and didn't even protect you. You just felt vulnerable. And then once the storm clears in your life, whatever the storm is, you're going to realize that somebody is meant for you, because you're going to be already, it's almost like God is, like they say, fine tuning you and putting you into, look, becoming this part of your lesson, your divine process. And you feel like, how I lost the love of my life. Fuck that. You didn't lose. You actually won. Sometimes you got to lose to win. The reason I'm saying that is because when you step into this energy blindly, you're going to attract the right person. This person's going to love you. Like, they already admire you, and they might even be watching you through this process. And this, when you connect with this energy, look, playfulness. Mhm. And you're going to feel like, oh my God, I can't believe you were, because this person could be right in front of your face. Yeah, and look, that fire sign's trying to do magic still on you. Some of you guys, I'm telling you, when you feel odd, don't be afraid to step back. Who cares what everybody thinks? If whatever, you could have another channel. But when you're going through a spiritual warfare, man, pull back. God is, that's the only validation you need, because you have somebody doing all kinds of shit, but it's all going to backfire on them. Why? Because you're prayed up. You prayed up, and plus, you're on a mission. And they're confused why their prayers, and why you're not in a cage. But forget about all that bullshit. God said he's got your back for this person. Because look, you keep telling God, I'm trying to work and this person is bothering me. They want you to just close your eyes, forget about them, and focus on this. Because even if you're not going to get with this person permanently, this is a soulmate that's going to come in, and is it going to be magic? Look, I'm shy infinite. You're not going to be shy when you're fucking on his, fuck, on his pecker. But I'm going to tell you one thing. for my ladies, and I mean this with all respect because I'm hearing it. The way you're gonna do things different when you date, like, yo, no, it ain't big enough, it ain't hard enough, and you're gonna inspect that shit, and you're gonna be bold because we saw shyness. You're not gonna be like, okay, let me do it. No, you know what? Because your cookies are, they're not gonna be just for anybody. And for my guys, the same thing. You'd be like, wait, let me check. You're just gonna have a different vibration. Why? Because your energy. And if you're right there and he's about to penetrate, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna pull off. Don't be, you're gonna remember what I'm hearing because they're saying you're gonna have the strength before you didn't for my ladies. Look, I didn't have the strength. And that bitch will be, I just want you to put the tip in there infinite. I'm like, I can't. Come on. I'm like, and this fucker was like this. And I was in my head, no, espérate. And I would always give in. I ain't gonna lie. But for my ladies, you're gonna be like, nope. Come on, let me put it a little bit in there. And you're gonna be like this angel. And come on, girl, just a little bit. You're gonna and that chasing, yo, it's gonna be so captivating. Like you're gonna like it, but they're gonna be pissed, and you're gonna be like, fuck, you're gonna get like, damn God, you gave me all this like attraction. And it's gonna put you in the energy where you're not gonna allow nobody just to touch you. You're still gonna have some major good sex because this is a person that's like, yo, you ain't trying to get no 2 minute man. No, you want somebody that's gonna attend to the garden, like, and a person like that, you don't just have anybody. Know what I'm saying? Some of you guys with the tongue ring, you're like, fuck, infinite. Look, you break it, change. I actually busted a nut. This person's gonna make you squirt. For my ladies, you could have been with somebody, and I always talk about this. You know, you guys very loving. You'll lie like a motherfucker. Ah, you really did it just to make us feel good. But we fucking squirt on your fucking face y todo. You're gonna have a lot of people with blue balls, and they're gonna be like, when can I have a date with you? Nah, you're gonna know. I'm telling you guys. That's the good thing I'm hearing. Look, 100%. And a lot of you guys, how the ones that know is because, guys, if you're a man listening to this, I do this. God is, yo, we could be right naked before I go in, and they think I'm tripping. Like, yo, God, if this person, let it not get up after 5 minutes or something. But when you're honest with God like that, yo, you blessed from any kind of entity. Always go to God. He'll tell you no. And if he says no, he means no. Remember what it said there? There's people that ask for things and God said no because for bad intentions. Well, he doesn't want you to get hurt with another person that's going to tie you up with the energy. That's why it's better to communicate. Communicate with God and with the person. I don't know if I can give you the nalgas, but if God tells me it's better than him or a girl saying, well, if my mom says I could date you, fuck, the bitch is 30 something, get the fuck out of here. Or man, because there's a lot of guys. But no, when God tells you, yes, this is your person, or this is, your person for the meanwhile, you're gonna be in this energy because otherwise you could be like, it's better get that approval from up there. You can do whatever you want, they said. But look, this communication is gonna be badass. A lot of you guys are psychic, and you're meant to be quiet. Yo, if they were jealous of you before, if they were jealous, look, they're fucking jealous. What's up with the likes? Jealous of your magic and how happy you are. And yo, with this ganja man, they're even more because you're like I'm picking up on the energy that if you hit the like button and everything, bitch, you have this just like, yo, you bring the vibration. Like when you walk in the room, hey, what's going down, Leo? Or whatever you are, infinite, what's going down? And yo, like everybody's happy to see you. But since you've been gone, baby, they probably don't even party like no more. This is your family or your friends. It should be like this. But they're jealous because you you guys are gonna have other people that admire you, and you're communicating with a different tribe, is what I'm getting. Yeah. And Yeah, diamond. For a lot of you guys, somebody's giving you a diamond, some secret that's coming. They want peace. This could be an ex, but there's too many secrets, and it's because they're struggling, and you already knew. Why? Because they were dealing with the devil. Remember, I showed you guys the card of the devil? Yes, maybe lightning. Go back to one of my videos where I was recording and I said somebody's doing magic on you. And it was lightning. It was confirmation. It was death magic or control magic. They want you to pay attention to when you're thinking, you're communicating, and then you get a, like if it was lightning, God is going to communicate. I'm telling you, for all of you guys different. And you got to be able to use your intuition with your emotions and be like, okay, not fear. Okay, boom, that was serious, da da da. Because, you're going to be confused, they said, but it's going to put you in this level for my ladies, for my men too. But yeah, and forget about heartbreaks. You're not gonna look at heartbreaks no more. You're not gonna, heartbreaks in the past. If you hold on to a heartbreak, they're telling me to tell you, you're holding yourself from manifesting. Put that love into yourself. See how it felt like this? Look, these three cards. I'm gonna show you. It felt like that. Look, you need, and this could be your ancestors. They want to teach you, but you gotta let go of this heartbreak. Because I'm hearing for my ladies, you have like three ancestors. They go back, and they were stuck in this heartbreak, and they caused a lot of harm. They got karma. You're gonna go through the karma for them, but you're actually releasing them, and you're breaking some kind of generational curse when it comes to this. These could have died like widows. That's what I'm hearing. But you're gonna overcome this. Like, it's gonna look like magic. You're not gonna, if you had guys before that were playing with you and it made you jealous because it hurt you. Like, they took your energy. Listen to my men, if you're watching, just put it in your sense. They took your energy for my ladies, and it made you pissed. It pissed you off because they were getting attraction from other women. You find as motherfucker, you have energy, and you're finding out that you are royalty. You need to know who you are, and you're gonna call in your masculine, and it's gonna piss people off. Look how it ends up. And look, people are not gonna want to see. They're gonna be confused, my ladies. How could I let go of this person, and then here you are over here crying, and then they took your money, but that shit ain't gonna last forever. They took it. They would have had more, but God said, "Oh, okay, well, since you stole that, that's all." Because God had other blessings for these people. That's why in my videos I always say, we don't own anybody. Try to embody that, like where you don't feel jealous. Who cares what anybody thinks? Because a lot of the times our ego gets in the way, and people think that it's better to get screw somebody over, and everybody's gonna look at them. But no, you lose a blessing. That's all they get, and then they got to work their ass hard, and then you have the soft life. Things come to you. You were obedient. Fuck them. If they want to go and show off for the world, that's all you get. And God is like, I was gonna give you more, but you went and seek revenge. You didn't let me do my job, is what I'm hearing. And they're pissed. That's why a lot of the times you'll have people trying to and provoke you. Yeah, karmically, because look, they're karmic now, and the more they could provoke you, and then you take action, you forfeit your shit. No, talk to God and say, God, this person's bothering me. Keep your calm. Yeah, and don't protect your blessings. Look, and some of you guys, you're gonna see it coming. So pay attention to your intuition about your gift. And this, for a lot of you guys, this is a gift. Okay, and use it wisely. Okay, if you make a mistake, remember you're a divine feminine. Yes, you can be heartbroken, but the storm, go to God and don't be chained up. Bitch, God still sees you. You're gonna make mistakes. That's man or woman, they said. Yeah, but there's a karmic. They can't stand you moving forward. Okay, guys, I see you tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment. And disapprove it. You can put that in either. Yeah, communication. Don't forget to don't more people pleaser, I heard. And know that you're the fucking look. You already got this, bitch. You can see through there. Don't let nobody fuck with your mind. And yes, if you wanted to know the people that hurt you, yes, you were the, didn't I just talk? You were the fucking ambition and party. And since you pulled your energy, they're waiting on you. When are you coming back? Never. Put it in the comments. All right, guys. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment.